All right, wow. So that's what teleportation feels like. The conduit is activating again.
Are you all right? How do you feel?
Yeah, smooth. No explosions.
Ah.
Why so surprised? Was I supposed to explode?
No. That's good.
So, where are we now?
The conduit outside Laurel Craft. You may have passed by here before, but you seem to have a lot of questions. Let's deal with them first.
What kind of place is this?
It's where we process and develop starite. After the stones have been cut, they're sent here and made into goods. Laurel Craft makes everything, from the starite you use, to the conduit cores that can be seen all over the city.
Is this the only Laurelcraft workshop?
No, there are many workshops to meet the needs of the city, but this is the biggest one.
Who manages such an important place?
Humanities and I are in charge. I think you probably already know that we're married.
Oh, well, I don't.
It's fine. I can tell you're curious about our relationship.
Yes.
I married Humanities soon after I came of age. He owned the mine, and my family processed starite. Our marriage contributed to the development of the starite industry, and Laurel Craft drove the city's economy.
Sounds like you did a great job. How did it end up like this?
We can talk about that later. It's a long story.
What?
The workshop was abandoned after the smiths and most of the starite were taken by Marble, leaving many blueprints and instruments abandoned. I really need a polarized light reader for analysis. If I can find one, I can verify my hypothesis about Humanity's plan, which will help us move forward.
I see.
Well, let's get to it. Hold out your hands.
What does this key open?
The Laurel Craft Vault. There's a secret vault in the cellar that can only be opened with this key. You'll find a polarized light reader on the table inside. Bring it back to me.
Isn't this key too precious to give to me?
I think it's the right choice. I trust you.
It's an unusual shape.
It's made of pure starite, so it's very difficult to duplicate. Most Aristoi use this kind of lock to protect their important belongings. The key is a symbol of the workshop owner. It's no mere luck that you now have it in your possession.
What do you mean?
I'm speaking literally. Let's get back to the matter at hand. The workshop was closed down by the soldiers, and the door is now locked. You can get in from the second floor of the building next to it. Come back once you have the polarized light reader. I'll wait out here for you.
All right then. Wish me luck. Yeah. Got it.
That's the way to the bazaar.
Got it. Why would there be a Colossus here? Great! Minerva didn't tell me that. I'll get to her later.
Here, give me a moment to talk to the Colossus.
What are you doing?
I'm changing the ownership of it, making me its sole master. Just a precaution. Done. Now, where were we?
My kingdom and Bari and my king. The king heard the goblins had retrieved rare starlight artifacts from Aphis, so he summoned them to the palace, but...
That's quite enough exposition. Please, just get to the point.
The king was cursed by the magic of the starlight, just like what happened to the people in your city.
All because of the goblins' thievery, which I have no sympathy for. But the curse of stars in Aphis was a terrible accident. To some extent, your king was a victim.
So...
I'm glad to help you, noble warrior. The starlight necklace I gave you can protect you from being cursed by magic. Of course, there are starlights with other attributes that can relieve the king's suffering. But if I want to eradicate this curse so that no one will have to worry about it ever again, I must ask for your help now.
Can't you let me take the stardust to the king to ease his pain first?
That's not the concern right now. We're running out of time. The Trinity is coming. If we miss it, we'll have to wait another millennium for the ritual. If the curse of stars is lifted, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yes, but...
If it fails, the curse won't only affect Aphis, but every nation in the world. Can't you see? It's the only logical course of action.
I know, you're right. I'll help you resolve the crisis as soon as possible. What do you need?
Great. Now, I need more materials like this.
So even Ambari could end up in trouble. It sounds even worse than I thought. Does Eumenides really want to save it all? I could tell Papa didn't entirely trust him, though. Me neither.
hurry up and confirm the order. My father told us to prioritize Blue Star's orders. Hurry up! God, it's too early to be lazing about.
Hey, Minerva, calm down. Or the flowers on your head will wither.
Human, when did you get here? I wasn't expecting...
Do I need to make an appointment to see my wife?
No. What are you looking at? Get back to work.
I've come to remind you that I've made reservations for tonight's performance. I'll pick you up this afternoon.
Pick me up? But I'm not decent. I need to get changed.
Changed? You don't need to. You look beautiful just as you are.
Well...
I must leave to get to the mine. Be kind to the workers. They have been working hard.
Yes, I will. Take care, human. What are you giggling about? Get back to work!
Is this what humanities used to be like? It's hard to imagine. As for Minerva... well, she hasn't changed much. The vault should be right there in the back. This must be the polarized light reader. But the vault seems to have been cleared out.
I heard a strange noise. Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks. But I would have appreciated a heads up about the Colossi in there.
That isn't how it's supposed to be. The Colossi shouldn't act without orders.
Whatever, it's over with. Look, here's the polarized light reader. Also, I saw lots of valuable-looking boxes inside, but they looked ransacked. Someone must have been there before me.
The only person who knows how to get into the vault besides myself is... human.
What would he have come for?
I have a theory, but I need to test it with the polarized light reader. Now that you can use the conduit to teleport, you can return with me, or stay here to explore some more. I'm off to the shelter to prepare for the analysis. Don't be too long.
Hey, sweetie, what's up? Thank you.
What type of music do you like?
Guess what I found at Laurel?
Gosh,
I can tell.
who knows? She was a...
Could she?
No. If you...
Sorry.
But looking... I'm going...
the north wind, Starlight. Why did you bring back so much? Roxanne is definitely going to have a headache.
What do you want to know? Ha! Feel like sparring? Are you ready to witness the might of
Good. Now that we have the polarized light reader, we can begin.
Wow. What is this?
Just a moment. I need to analyze this conduction ring first. Reversing the flow. Nexus. A ritual. So that's what he's up to. Hilda, the chests inside the Laurelcraft treasury have all been ransacked, right?
On my honor.
Good. I believe you. Unfortunately, I now know what Humanities is doing. You may already be aware of this, but on that towering peak behind the city, there is a light that shines unceasingly. That's the Nexus, Aphis's biggest and purest starlight, bestowed upon us, we believe, by the Three. Our civilization developed around the Nexus, and achieved glory by the use of magic. However, even thousands of years of research haven't enabled us to fully control its power. Humanities is trying to master the Nexus in order to gain its limitless power.
Could the device from this design allow him to control the Nexus?
Yes. Humanities instructed the Northwind Legion to gather the materials necessary to make conduction rings, and then install them in each conduit. The conduits were originally intended to distribute the power of the Nexus. However, conduction rings alter the direction of the energy flow, concentrating all of the energy of the conduit in the hands of the user. That energy could then be used to control the Nexus.
Wouldn't that be problematic?
Trying to control the Nexus with excessive and unrefined force could make it unstable. If the energy isn't controlled properly, it could trigger another apocalyptic magic storm.
And if he can control it properly?
This is just speculation, but he could gain mastery of all living things. Curse or no curse. He could choose to remove our curse, or he could lead us in another direction. And then, even if you wear an amulet, neither you nor the Northwind Legion will be able to escape his grasp. Everyone will become a puppet in his hands. He alone will decide the fate of every one of us.
No, I won't allow that to happen.
Neither will I. We must do everything we can. Hilda, we must stop your father from completing his mission and put an end to humanity's plan. I must stop him. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll continue our work.
I'm ready.
Hilda, you've proved yourself to me. I've seen your ability and your determination. And I have seen your destiny. From now on, I hope things will be more equal between us.
What do you mean?
I mean, we share the same goal. From now on, I'll do everything I can to help you, and I'll tell you all about my objectives and plans. Understand?
That's surprising. What made you change your mind?
Because you're... No, never mind. I just think things will be better this way. Don't you agree?
Of course. And I'll repay your trust. It's the Northwind Legion's way. I'm happy we can be friends.
Friends? That's not really what I had in mind.
Oh, did I misunderstand?
No, you're right. It's as you say. So, I finished deciphering the documents Marissa brought back. This is the biggest breakthrough we've had so far. I'm confident that we can deal with the crisis in Aphis. However, that will only make the next thing we need to do even more challenging. I'm really going to need your help.
You can count on me. So, what's your plan?
To tell you that, I need to first tell you about Asterigos. 1,000 years ago in Aphis, Humanities and I came up with a plan that would lead all Ephesians into a bright new era. Inside the city, we constructed a system of conduits and gave every resident, regardless of their class, a resonator. Resonators, just like your necklace, generate a resonance with a conduit, allowing the user to enjoy the benefits that magic brings. But something went wrong. More and more people suffered magical mutations as a result of the resonators. Humanities frantically tried to find the cause of the problem and solve it, but to no avail. Nothing he tried could stop the spread of the magical mutations, until he came across an ancient legend. According to this legend, anything could be achieved by performing a ritual called Aspiration on Trinity Night. Disregarding widespread opposition, he went ahead and performed the ceremony, wishing to remove the magical mutations by manipulating the power of the Nexus. But the ritual ended in failure. It was that night that Asterigos descended upon Aphis.
No wonder you say he's the culprit. And no wonder you react so strongly whenever I mention him.
So now you know. Anyway, to get back to the point, my plan is to perform the aspiration again, but this time, do it correctly.
Again? Didn't you say the power of the Nexus can't be controlled?
I understand you have doubts, so feel free to ask me anything.
What was in the documents that Marissa brought back?
It was research proving that a similar ritual had been successfully performed several millennia ago. In addition to it needing to be performed on Trinity Night, the ritual requires 3 ancient relics in order to keep it stable.
Relics are the key. So 1,000 years ago, Eumenides failed because he didn't have the relics.
Exactly. And now he's disregarding the research and planning to do things his way.
We can't allow him to repeat the same mistake.
And let's not forget, even if he's successful, it'll only make him even more of a threat.
Yes, that's true.
Tanrius's research also points out that the Nexus was damaged because of Eumenides' last failure. Unless we can find a way to repair its structural matrix, performing the ritual again will be extremely dangerous. So, we need to collect the 3 relics, find a way to repair the Nexus, and persuade Eumenides to let us use it.
I get the feeling he's not an easy person to persuade.
There are many ways to persuade someone. We just need to find the right one.
But I don't understand. Why does Eumenides want to work with my father?
Because he no longer has any other allies in the city. Right now, we lack cohesion. It is difficult for us to unite.
But with his abilities, it wouldn't be difficult for him to do it alone, would it?
It's true that Eumenides can use his apparition to shuttle back and forth, but the apparition can't touch solid matter. With his help, the Northwind Legion are highly maneuverable and are inherently very skilled warriors. Moreover, they're the only ones who don't know who Eumenides is. He's unlikely to let go of the Northwind Legion before the ritual is complete.
It's awful the way he's using them. Knowing my father, he'd never return empty-handed if he found a way to save the king.
I'm positive Eumenides won't share with him the details of the ritual or its outcome. If we see your father, we must make him see Eumenides for who he really is.
So, what should I do now?
I think I know where the relics mentioned in the documents are. Aphis is governed by 3 archons, each of whom inherited an ancient relic, a symbol of their status. The real function of these relics has been forgotten through the ages. Now they're merely regarded as symbolic. Fortunately, I know where to find these archons, or at least I have a clue to their whereabouts.
That sounds promising.
The trouble is, even if I can find them, I don't know if I'll be able to communicate with them.
Well, I've got my work cut out for me. Time to put my talents to good use.
There's also Tanrius and his wife, who went missing in the mine while searching for a way to repair the Nexus. 4 objectives this time. Understood? Let's get started. Argus Plaza. Don't be too surprised. The sunken outskirts. After Eumenides' imprisonment. For centuries, Tanrius the Scholar searched endlessly for the key to fixing the After Eumenides' Kilda? Time is of the essence.
What's up? Thank you. Shay's not here. Did he go exploring deeper into the mine?
Harold, are you sure you can do it on your own?
Yes.
I've seen what your Legion can do. Indeed, you are powerful enough to take care of the threat on your own. There's only one thing that I must warn you about. I cannot enter the glittering deeps.
So, there are places even you can't reach.
Think of this body as a shadow with limited length. As a shadow, I can't be too far from the Nexus, nor can I appear in places filled with magical turbulence. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. Your survival in the mine may depend on it.
Understood.
The mission is to find the Titan and get the spark. If things go south, just get back here as soon as you can.
You seem reluctant to be out of contact. Why?
I detest uncertainty and the loss of control. I hope you understand.
And I hope you understand that the Northwind Legion are not your soldiers.
Of course. I admire your loyalty to Anbari. It's why you've tolerated me. Set off now. Avis can't wait any longer.
Wow. This view. The starite ore in Aphis really is magnificent. This looks like the amulet that Shay wears. But the string snapped, and the starite looks like it's been gnawed on by a wild animal. Judging by the damage, it probably doesn't work anymore. Shay?
Hilda! I'm so glad you came back for me. They saved old Whitebrow and me. Even though they're Ephesians, they seem to be good people.
You can tell the difference?
Of course! I can smell it.
Nice to meet you, outsider. We are researchers from the Freethinkers. We follow Lord Petrius and strive to achieve our goals without doing harm to any living thing.
It's a little weird that you keep emphasizing that you don't do any harm.
It's because there's a group of zealots Vizikoi who frequently leave, bad impressions on people. There's no need to fear us, though. Please accept our help.
In that case, do you know Tanrius? I represent Mistress Minerva of the Adherents. I need to find him.
I just saw him not too long ago. I needed him to take a look at the results of my research.
You sure that's all you needed?
What else could I? He's a very important individual. An academic of his caliber is exceptionally rare in Aphis. They've set off to explore further into the deeps. I don't know their precise whereabouts, though, I'm afraid.
Guess I have to go deeper.
Let's take a break. There's obviously much that we can discuss.